Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to a brand new Destiny video. Guiding Light here. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a few spots that I've been using over the past few days to get some kills here on Twilight Gap. So for this video, I'm going to help you guys get into a few crazy spots you might not know about for Twilight Gap on Trials of Osiris. So hopefully these spots help you guys get a couple of kills here and there. Now they're not going to be spots that you can use like every single round to be super aggressive or just sit in these spots to get guaranteed kills. But a few of these spots will definitely help you in certain situations to get people off heavy ammo and also to capture the zone. So to get started here, we're going to start here. You just help me get out of that spot there. That's just kind of a troll. Not really anything too crazy going on in that tree. But there are a few other spots here on Twilight Gap that you might not know about that can actually come in handy if you know where they're at. So to get started, we're going to get over to the spot right here. This is one of my favorite spots if people are going for heavy or if they're going for the capture point. So there's actually these little cameras here that you can stand up on top of. Now this will also work if teams are sitting in the rocks. Now if you're going up against a team that's sitting in the rocks, going up here, there's probably going to be a lot of hard scopers with snipers. So it's not usually the best, but you can see a lot of areas from this spot. But mostly the best place or the best time to use this spot is for the heavy ammo and also for the zone. Now, as you can tell, you can see like a good half the map from here. You can pretty much see a good majority of the open areas that anyone would be sniping from that spot. And then you can also see a good majority of the capture point as well and heavy ammo really well from that spot there at the cameras. So that spot has come in handy a few times already for me this weekend, getting people off heavy as well as getting a couple of people off the zone. And then if you take a look over here, over by the zone itself, there's actually another camera you can stand on. Now this camera is a little better than the other one. It's a little more hidden, and I've actually had multiple times where people just ran right under me because they'll see me on the radar but they never see where I'm at. It's pretty useful, especially when the zone pops in, and if you have like a shotgun or a fusion rifle, this is pretty deadly. Now if you do get shot when you're up here, you're kind of screwed, so it's not exactly the best spot to go out of your way to get kills every round, but it will come in handy for 1 or 2 kills here and there. It just kind of depends though, but as soon as you get shot, you're kind of stuck in the air, and there's not really many places to go from those 2 spots, so you may be kind of left in the open if you end up getting found. But for the most part, you should be good. It's pretty hidden, and I haven't really had any trouble with people finding me where I'm at. Now for this next spot, you're not going to get any kills in this spot. There's definitely no way. Like, I've literally gotten 1 kill in this spot before, and I've known about this spot for a while, but this is more for if you're like the last guardian standing and you might want to throw on the stag or just build super energy, or maybe even just, you know, go eat some pizza in the middle of the round. But either way, if you get this spawn, there's a pretty nice spot here in the corner underneath this balcony. And like I said, you probably won't be able to get many kills under here. This is really just for building super energy, or maybe even if you're a hunter with frosties, you can get your grenades or something. But for the most part, you're not really going to use this to get any kills, but mostly just to go AFK. But I figured I'd show you guys that as just a little bonus in case you didn't know that was there. Now just next to the previous spot, there's actually another pretty deadly sniper spot you can get into. Now if you're a warlock, you're going to have an easier time getting up here. Hunters are having pretty easy time getting up here as well, but if you're a Titan, I don't know, really just good luck I guess, because you have to land pretty perfectly to get up in this spot. Now I'm not really too sure if this is considered like cheating or a glitch, but there's a pretty nice spot here on top of this tree. You can see pretty much all of the enemies spawn, and it's pretty hard for them to see you because, I don't know, honestly, who's going to look up there? But I'm not really too sure if that's like a spot that I would use every round. Like I said at the beginning of the video, these are more for spots like if you're on a 4-4 and you just need to get 1 kill really fast, or maybe if there's a super that you have, like that you're waiting on someone to pop and you want to find somewhere to hide, then these are just spots to help you guys get those really easy kills just now and then. But they aren't meant to be used every single round as like a strategy to get your first kill every single round. The tree is a little bit cheesy. It's probably the cheesiest spot I'm going to show you today, but either way, that spot is in the map, and it's been there for about 3 years, so I'm not really too sure if Bungie's planning on patching that anytime soon. But regardless, onto the next few spots here. We have this ledge here. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys know about this already, but a few people may not, so I figured I would show you guys regardless. There's a little ledge here that you can stand on. Now, it's a pretty deadly head glitch. Again, this is another one of those really cheesy spots, but this can come in handy again if the zone is there, even for heavy ammo as well. This is just a really deadly spot for just about any weapon in the game. Now just next to that ledge, there's actually a little window here that not many people know about. From here in this window, you can see the zone, and you can also pick up heavy ammo sometimes through this wall. So if you wanted to just sneak around really quickly and go up to this wall, you can actually pick up the heavy ammo through the window. It's not really the easiest thing to do, but if you end up practicing it a few times, you should be able to go over to that window and steal heavy ammo from your enemies pretty easily, which is a pretty nice advantage that you can get onto some people if the team's allowed to happen. Now there's also another spot here in this room on top of yet another camera. It's another one of the cheesier spots in the map, but I don't know, there's a lot of cheesy spots on this map. I don't really know why they're here, but I figured if they weren't meant to be used, they would have been patched by now. So I figured I'd just show you guys as many spots as possible, just in case you run into the one person that might know about them. So now hopefully you guys know about them as well, and you can use them to your advantage. So There's a pretty nice spot here in this room on this camera. Not many people do come in here, but again, it's just really to get people by surprise, to get that one kill here and there. That's a really nice spot for that. Now for the final spot I want to show you guys, it's actually located in another one of the spawns, but this is only really a spot that I would use against teams that are rushing you really hard. There's a little ledge here that you can stand on if you're ever waiting for special ammo, or if you're going up against shoddy sidearm warriors that just like to push you in your spawn. There's a nice little ledge here that you can stand up on top of this doorway, wait for people to rush through, and then you can also see through this fence and get a pretty good idea as to where people are coming from without ever having to leave the spawn. So if you just sit up on this ledge, you can look through the fence. Now you won't be able to shoot through the fence, but you can look through it, get a good idea as to where the people are rushing from if you're going up against teams that like to rush a lot. And that's just a good place to hide if people are ending up coming through these doors and if you're ever waiting on that special ammo. But other than that, guys, those are pretty much all the spots that I have found on Twilight Gap that I've seen to be used to my advantage that I just don't think a lot of people would know about or really think to use. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it and you can get a couple good clips with the spots that I showed you over the weekend. Other than that, guys, I will be live streaming over on Twitch the rest of the night. I'll be running raffles over on my Twitch account. I'll leave a link to that in the description so that you guys can check that out and maybe even get a free flawless. But other than that, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.